Hey, 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 how you doing? Glad you stopped by. Um, Crazy stuff. Grayson did not understand that black people and white people are the same. I mean, we use toothbrushes, we use cleaning products. There's mashed potatoes and meatloaf and chocolate cake and all of that. Um, but if you think about it, during this time period, um, you were kept separate. You were kept separate, and you were always told that those people are less of a person than I am, so therefore they must not do things the same. So it kind of makes sense that he has those thoughts and those opinions, and thank heavens he has Jeffrey to fix that opinion of him. And it's interesting that he keeps saying, I ain't got no stories. I ain't nobody. He keeps saying that, I'm nobody. That says something about his self worth, doesn't it? Hmm. Um, and he talks about, he says, I used to be a baseball player. And then in chapter 25, Grayson tells us about his baseball days. Sorry, I have an alarm going off. Hold on. Anyway, um, I had lost my thoughts. Oh, Grayson was telling us about his baseball days. Um, he played in the minors, which is a big deal. For those of you that don't follow baseball, baseball has several different divisions. We're all familiar with the major leagues, the Yankees, the Indians, the Red Sox, all of those premier teams that we're all missing so much. Um, they're the upper echelons. Below them are the minor leagues. That's like varsity versus JV. And then below that, there's double A, triple A, single A, and all these other divisions below there. And it's a way of working your way up through the system. A lot of times, like college players might be noticed and they might say, hey, we want you to come play for our triple A team and we want to work on developing your skills. Or if you're really good, they might say, we want you to play in our minor league team. We want to develop your skills and hold you in reserve. So if we have someone injured, we can pull you up and as a fill in. It's just one of those stepping stones. And Grayson made it that far, which is huge. If you think about it, all of the hundreds and hundreds of kids just in Norwalk that play Little League and then take that number and shrink it down to the number of kids that go on to play travel baseball and then shrink it down to the number of kids that play high school ball and then beyond that to go to play in college and then from there to make it to I mean, it's a big deal. Big deal. Anyway, so he made it in the minors. He was really, really good. And he was a pitcher. And he struck out this guy named Willie Mays. Willie Mays is one of the greats of all time. He truly is one of the goats. I know stuff. I know. Anyway, I have attached a video to the end of this where it kind of tells you about who Willie Mays was and how amazing he truly was. An amazing player. Anyway, um, so he tells us about his time in the minor leagues, and he had the opportunity to make it to the majors, and his head got in the way. He had the worst game of his life. If we've all had that, where whether it's you're trying to do a dance routine or you're trying to make a basketball shot or you're getting ready to do a presentation in class, but that moment when your head gets in the way of you performing the way that you can perform, and the worse he did, the worse his head got in his way, and it just all fell apart. um, anyway, interesting that they mentioned the Toledo Mud Hens. Cool, huh? We were supposed to be going there like this week. I know, it's a bummer. It's a shame. Anyway, um, in chapter 26, Jeffrey talks Grayson into teaching him how to pitch and how to play. And Grayson has this pitch that Jeffrey just can't hit, his stop ball. And he just keeps trying and trying and trying. And it's not that the pitch is so magical, it's that Grayson keeps trash talking. And I've seen Mr. Penrose do this with the boys when they were little in the backyard. Now, hang in there, kiddo. You're not going to be able to hit this because no one can hit off your dad because I'm the greatest there is. And I'm just going to lob it in there nice and slow. Now, don't swing at it too soon, but go ahead and, oh, see, you missed. You're letting yourself overthink it. And he talks him right out of being able to do well. He does that to the boys, whether they're throwing darts, playing pool, whatever. It's just a head game. Anyway, so Grayson teaches Jeffrey all about baseball. And then he says, um, then Jeffrey shows uh, Grayson what he's been doing all day. He's been basically homeschooling himself, going to the library and getting all these books and teaching himself all of the things that he wants to learn. Some of us are really into that. Some of us are hating this whole independent learning thing, but Jeffrey is totally into it, and he doesn't even have the benefit of his crazy language arts teacher making stupid videos for him. He's just out there learning on his own, and he's really very, very smart. He's able to pick up things completely on his own. And Grayson decides, you know what? Why don't you teach me how to read? What? But during the time period when Grayson grew up, it was not unusual for boys in particular to drop out of school right around middle school and go off and get a job, or because maybe they had to support their family, or go off and join the military or whatever, and then never finish school. Well, he can't read. Gosh, that'd be hard to get through life without being able to read, wouldn't it? Hmm. All right, we'll see how that goes next time. Check out that video about Willie Mays. It's kind of interesting. And we'll do some more in this tomorrow. We'll see how the reading lessons go. Okay. Maybe put some comments in the comment section about what you're thinking about. Um, how would it be to get through life without being able to read? What from Grayson's story surprised you? Um, you know, talk to me. I love hearing from you guys. I miss you so much. Um, Hope you have a great day. Keep reading, stay safe and healthy, be kind to one another. Okay? See ya.